Oops, it's knocked over.
You got a real fork? Yes.
I've got
I
a real,
have to.
I got a real fork.
Worse than.
I would've had a plastic fork, but Melissa didn't bring us a plastic fork.
Well, you know, I thought it was time
Did
to
it
have
go with the hamburger?
some fine,
Or chicken sandwich?
it's time to fine dining and have a real fork.
You didn't have a real fork, you had plastic.
Put some
Well,
salt on that
it's
and
good
eat
for
it.
salad. Most people don't need a fork and knife for the salad.
Well, Gigi needs a knife and a fork for her hamburger.
Oh, I saw
usually.
that. She cut it in half.
And a fork.
Well, I look strange up here
Sean,
with the
you get-
hamburger
you get
coming
the
up
whole
pulling
thing.
apart.
With the pictures that I just want to ask her about a couple of them. I was so excited to.
Oh, my goodness mercy.
So I was trying to remember when you got in the car when you were talking about your Fridays with your grandmother and Ethel. Was that every Friday or just one Friday a month?
That was
was the
one
one that
Friday,
went to
12,
church.
12 times a year. First Friday. First Friday is the Catholic Church has First Fridays. If you go to 9 First Fridays, you have a happy death.
Oh.
That's the old,
Ever or each year?
well,
Well, your mama.
Supposedly
told us
every year.
about that she had to get up and go to.
You had to go to
Your mama did.
first
They
Friday.
put, yes, ma'am.
It's the first Friday. You
and then we
get
had
up-
First Saturdays, but
And then
there
we had
wasn't
First Saturdays.
five First Saturdays.
Yeah,
You
five
didn't make
days,
as many of those.
One first Friday.
Did you do them both, or you just like?
Well, you know, it was up to
Well, it was
you.
nice, nice.
So you go to First Fridays like at 6 a.m. and then you go to grandmother. You call her grandmother
Grandmother Danette, yeah.
and Ethel's for breakfast.
Aunt Ethel, grandmother's brother, sister. Well, I can do a better one than that. No, I won't.
You haven't got a long sleeve shirt on. You be careful.
Well, I'll stack it under here.
So
And
you
what was one of her favorite things? We'd ask her why she wasn't married. Of course, you know, kids are cruel or can be. And we didn't understand. We just being nosy.
Yeah.
Where's your husband? Why aren't you married? And after we got up about his age or older, she'd say, "Oh, make a choice. Since I wouldn't lift my skirt to any man."
I wouldn't have a man on a Christmas tree. I said, well, I'd be afraid to ask you.
So you think that was more a defense at that point?
Yeah.
I
And
think
then
so.
also, she walked like a
Through the lightning.
well, what is it, Roadrunner out west?
Oh.
Remember the
You know, she was
on the
Coyote Willie.
I picked that up from her. I walk fast too, and
Like
if
your
I'm
mom.
going somewhere, I'm going.
Like Mom says, if that wanted to
Want to run?
I'll run to
I'll
school.
walk
I'll go
with
with Mom.
Mike. But anyway, she was going to church one morning, and you saw how far it was from her house to church. Somebody stopped to pick her up, offer her a ride. She says, "Nope, no thank you, I'm in a hurry."
Ethel.
No, thank you, I'm in a hurry, she said.
And
Well, boy,
And she probably beat him to church.
she couldn't say that now.
Time she got in the car and back out of the car, she could walk and be there faster.
yeah. So she stayed there after grandmother
Yes.
passed away.
She took her cow to pasture, led her with a rope on her neck, took her to pasture. Mr. Will Bickett's roost.
She named her
I
cow.
see you swap things. You put your dirty one over here for me.
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
Right
Mine's
here
nice
and there.
neat. Mine's nice and
Well,
neat.
go ahead and use it, just like down you are.
I was just aggravating
I
her.
Well,
Because she's
I know,
making
but
fun of
sometimes you say things hurt people's feelings.
Okay, so
Oh.
this,
Mine, hers, now, she
We see-
made her think she dirted her dad.
and I didn't, and she,
Yes,
she
she
did
did.
that.
It's somewhere.
So see, now you have to kind of think before you speak
I know,
sometimes.
especially when I think that was Sean. So that's the one we talked to earlier, the one you
That's
named
the one,
after.
that ain't me.
And that's
Sister,
Grandpa Kelly's sister.
Sister Corinthia took after Grandpa, I reckon. I mean, my daddy,
Clarence.
Clary. I don't know.
Johnny has a few little
Hello
pictures
there.
of himself.
My.
Now this actually says
Good Lord.
Bitsy, so that's her high school?
Now, Mike,
I guess.
she hadn't become a nun then because she hadn't got that shit wrapped up.
Well, it says bra, is it, so that's one of the novice costumes or something? Oh, you had to actually rack the
I don't
whole-
see how those poor
Bob,
nuns.
little Bobby.
Oh, look at Johnny.
There's more information about Johnny.
Now, I took the picture.
Honey boy.
But your baby boy,
Honey boy.
honey boy.
Honey boy got his way all the time. Baby boy would just.
Look
Just
how
baby
mean he looks. Look how mean he looks.
He was mad about something.
Yes, he
You
was.
want that
Either
picture?
that or he might have been
This
filming
says
britches.
Hughes and Pup.
That's Uncle Hughes.
Oh, that's Harry.
He says Hughes in the back.
No, yes, it's Hughes. Well, somebody put the wrong thing on
It's Harry for sure.
Let me
it.
look.
No, it's Hughes. Oh, Hughes?
Let me see.
Well, where was he?
It's Uncle Hughes sitting in front of Harry's old where the kitty cats came out beneath the doors and everything.
Me.
Push.
Oh,
They
look
told
at
me the house in the tool shed.
Oh,
that handsome fella.
Oh, that's my graduation from St.
oh
Kate,
my gosh, look at this thing.
1966.
Looks
Yeah.
like
May
I
16th.
can't even see your white socks.
May 16th, 1966. If you want a date on that one.
Yeah, it doesn't reach your boob.
I graduated from St. Catherine. Junior college.
Where? Which
Right
one?
there.
This one.
I got Par with me somewhere on one of those pictures.
Oh, I have got it in my bunch of stuff. Oh, yeah.
It says names on the back of it, but it says
That's
Henry,
right.
Henry.
Richard, Annabelle, NM, and Hughes. 90 May.
No, man, you.
Well, I guess
Look at that.
they let me be in something, not very much.
Well, who would
Harry.
Harry.
It's not Henry.
Well, that's why. So this is.
Lulu wasn't born.
So this is. You're the little baby.
This is over to Edmund Burdett's. No, I ain't Edmund Burdett's. That's too young
Mike,
for
that's
that.
our home at Fairwood.
Right,
We had, well, let me see that. I remember that front.
you tore that out of an old album.
Oh,
somewhere.
yes, I remember that was our
That was an old
window
black album.
upstairs to have to clean around. Oh, we had a bed here, and on this side was a closet.
And so
And
you,
this was a boy's side, and this was a girl's side, and this was a boy's side.
Now,
Upstairs.
they're
and how old
pictures.
were you there?
How old was
There's no
he?
year.
No, there's no.
You're the which one? The second, not the youngest one there.
Well, this is-
No,
I'm
he was
looking at it the right
baby.
way. You walk up to the porch, and here's the one next here. Right here is the girl's side, and the one on here is the boy's side. Living space. We had about
Opposite of the way
We
it
had
was here.
two double beds in each
Opposite of the
room.
way it was here.
Oh,
What?
it's not the opposite of how you did here.
What is it?
We had the boys had the cold end of the house and the girls got the warm end of the house. Because Grandma Cecil always kept the fire going a lot hotter.
Oh gosh. Well,
So this is 9 May, the girl here.
Yeah.
That-
And
that-
Annabelle
I
is the
think-
next one, and then Hughes the little one. Harry's the tall one, Richard's the
I
next
don't know
one.
who got that. Did your mother get that out? Somebody pulled it out of my black album.
Yeah, this says Teeny, Hazel, and Johnny.
I wonder what Agnes was.
Well, there's a little baby over there.
Hmm.
Who would that be?
That could have been Bennett or Mary.
Oh, that was more
What,
fun
what
coming
year's that
out
car
on
in the
that porch.
background?
Looking around.
1940 something. There's two of them in there.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
What?
he was the cutest little fella. Look at him, ain't he in them little overalls?
He has a little hat on.
Oh dear. Now they were practically our Sunday clothes because they have a picture to it. We had
You had to get all dolled up. So we're saying that there's a little baby in the background there. See him?
yes, just like flies and bugs.
This has got to be Daddy.
Yes, those ads definitely.
That's
School
1929.
pictures,
Yeah,
29,
evidently.
and
Cute.
the one behind it. What's that have a date on it too? 31.
31.
That's.
Yeah.
Well, if you got married in 37,
He was young there.
Well, same as she got that.
that's just a school
He
picture,
was
right?
22 when he got married.
And this says "Guess Who" on it.
Let me see.
Here.
I saw one here. Let me see. Like this was pretty ones. I've got the one that with you that I got on my pink dress and my high heel black
Oh, who's
leather
Guess Who?
slippers.
Who was that?
That's me.
Yeah.
Henry.
Is that the earliest picture of you guys?
Yeah, that's Dad. There's these Johnson ears.
Well,
But I didn't realize that was Mom.
Miss Johnson.
So what
Well,
year?
I did look like I said, didn't I have black hair? Yeah, there we go. Like, I wasn't bald as long as I thought I was I?
You were gray and you was 30-some years old.
Yes. Oh.
So wait, so that must have been when
And
you
thi-
first married,
This,
or when you're dating
They
still?
were courting.
that's either me or Daddy.
They were courting then.
Well, how did
That's probably me.
that's look on the back.
We were on a picnic somewhere on
Henry.
this picture. And which ones have you got? Oh,
This has
that
got the
guy.
manure thing here.
Oh, that was fun to ride in that.
So wait, how did you meet Granddad Henry?
Had a pie supper
Like a church pie supper or school?
out to St. Charles. I made a big old chocolate pie with meringue on about that high, and they bit on me, you know. And
But you
when
knew
they
it.
come up to mine, several of the boys wanted it. Oh,
But Henry outbid him.
the Henry outbid them, and we went home. We didn't live too far away from home.
Who's the one?
Cut that sucker and eat part of it that night.
There's my hat. I had one, Daddy had one.
Boy, wasn't he slim them days?
I don't know who the little, I don't know who the little
Woo-wee.
kid
There's
was.
a baby right there in the field. So from that point on, you were dating him?
Somebody was here and took a picture.
Oh, well, it makes me sick. Look at them old pictures.
Why is that?
Well,
So
I
good-
just get through with them one time, I'm through.
Well, but the
Because I've been through the most of them, and I know what they're like.
all of them, right?
Yeah.
This has names on the back.
That's Grandpa Kelly and Johnny and Agnes.
Oh, he made him a corn silk mustache. Corn, pull the end out of the corn ear.
That's what it is. It looks like a real mustache.
Well, that's no, it's not.
No, he
that's
didn't have a
that's
mustache.
Made him a mustache. I remember that very well.
That's funny.
And that's Johnny and
This is Henry.
Agnes. Johnny and Agnes.
There's an old one, or fairly old one.
The corn silk
He looks like that old fella on television.
Groucho Marx. No, which one?
No, who is it? I don't know, one of them old guys that plays.
I saw it too. It almost looks like.
Grandpa, Agnes, and Johnny.
That's
Oh, who is it? Grandpa somebody.
Daddy and somebody.
Grandpa.
Mama, who is
Hatcher or
this?
something.
She thinks he looks like some TV personality.
Oh, String Bean or somebody like that.
Yeah, that's the truth, I know.
Oh,
Oh. Well, Mike, I don't.
Daddy's one of them. Who's the other two? We never did have a tent or a.
Lean-to.
Well, what is that? Who is that?
That's Daddy and
Which
somebody.
one do you see? Daddy's the one that's handing
Daddy's
the
a short,
pocket?
fat one.
There we go.
This
These are copies of everything.
Yeah.
That's the one that
Well,
visits.
here's another courting picture.
Oh, that's just
Or you married at that point?
that's over to Edmund. That's after
Oh,
remakes
yeah,
or
we've
something.
all got pictures of that one.
No, that's not the same picture.
Oh, Mike, I believe this is one little thing she's in, and I swear, I do believe it is.
No, there's a cedar tree in there. It's in the fence line.
You think? Is that the one right there?
That is a cedar tree.
Okay.
Well, we didn't run over the thing, I know.
Well, it's in the fence line.
In the background, you can't see.
That's the first time that
see-
horse
see
had
along
been on the
here,
highway.
You got your fence.
Oh, really? So it was
Yeah, he's trying to
skittish?
get rid of it
That's a
before we
cedar
got
tree.
married.
It was just fun. It just didn't like being on the highway.
Yeah.
And see, that's just a little bit of snow.
Oh, she's fresh and
Underneath the
clear,
cedar
she's
tree.
in that picture.
She
I
does
just let
not.
her think so, I don't care.
So how long did you court before he asked you to marry him?
Oh my gracious. I just don't know.
If you got married in 37,
2 or 3 years, I think. Looking around.
and then just did they do the old romantic down on one knee, or they didn't do that back then? As far as
I don't know all these questions you ask me.
Now that's
That's
that
like
same
that.
picture's
Right.
blown up.
right, you can see better in that one.
Mm-hmm.
So
Here, I
that's
don't want this to get hot. I'll put it in the refrigerator.
Johnny and
John
Agnes.
Agnes, I imagine.
Oh, yes, yeah, down underneath the old tree by the road.
There's Henry. Henry.
Yeah, that was
You know,
his.
I see a little bit of coal in that. just, I don't know, something about the
What
nose or
was that, his
something.
8th grade? Or high school?
Well, here's this one.
He went
This
to high
was-
school.
This is 29, that's 31. That's what the date said.
Yeah,
Mhm.
So if he was 20, he was born in
15.
15. So 25, that'd be 12 here, so that would be 8th grade.
That's how long Dad.
And that would be till like 10th grade.
No, that's sixth grade and 8th grade.
Oh, this one's 8th then. This is 31.
Because daddy didn't graduate until 36 or 5 or 6, 35.
From high school.
Because he had to stay home a year or two to help with farm.
Okay.
He didn't graduate with his original
This
class.
is the one in there in the picture, ain't it?
Well, there's,
No, I think
It's
it's
right
right
here.
in there.
this is the one.
Ooh.
See? I love the leather jacket. I mean, was that just everyone would have them, or he's just
Oh,
cool?
Lord,
He
poor
was being
thing.
cool, I think.
I don't have yet.
Probably probably borrowed it from Uncle Junior a Navy jacket.
Yeah. So look at that.
No,
It's nice
he
and
did
cheap.
not. He wouldn't borrow anything. He was
There's
too.
something on that picture now, on the back of this one.
Oh. So that's a piece of tomato. What was it?
There he is.
You did it.
You saved it, so. These are just pictures of the.
Somebody robbed
The
the
actual-
old black camera. I don't know who done that.
This is all just different great
And
grandkids
the girls' boys.
and such.
What's on the front?
Trent's picture. Do not fold. Linda keeping you posted with That's just a picture. That's just a photograph. I mean, that's just a card. Oh, look at Megan.
There's Megan.
Maggie Coe. She couldn't say Megan Nicole. She called herself Maggie Coe.
She's the cutest thing.
What
Oh,
was
there's that that platter that's up there. Is that up there? Right there, on top of the. Is that the same one?
No, Randall Luckett.
Is it? No.
No.
I don't know. I
it's
can't. I don't think
No,
it
you
is.
mean the platter?
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
I can't see it.
We'll go.
I'm in
We'll
glasses
look
on.
at
Trust
Henry
it.
Cecil for in
Trust
honor
you.
of
Trust
award to Henry Cecil for 30 years of service on to the
Yep,
board.
same one.
Now make Cecil
I-
holds
it-
his
it-
husband's silver tray. Well, I got to hold the tray.
Yeah. How cool is that?
How about that?
And
How cool can that be?
And my uncle's the one that gave it to you.
Yeah, that's right. Uncle Randall. Well, Lord, my hair was like then.
I wonder if I had any trouble getting him started.
Way back then he was quieter.
Now, there's something on there that
Did
I
you ever
never
write down
remember
what
of
the
Henry
horse's
having.
name was and everything?
Mike.
I did not.
That's
I
not
already
Gallus, is
forgot
it? He's got no Galluses.
Who?
Henry.
No.
What is that?
That's an ink pen in his pocket.
Right here.
That's an ink pen in his pocket.
Is that what he bought me? I'm glad.
Daddy didn't wear galluses.
Oh,
Hey,
no,
he
that
did
was just a pocket.
If
That's
he
an
did,
ink,
he
see
got.
the ink pen that's pulled down over the
Yeah,
top
I
of
see
his
it now.
shirt
but
pocket.
Then he slipped out.
Okay,
and
so
wore that.
I know I know Johnny was named after Granddaddy's. That one's easy. So Agnes Ann is named after who?
Aunt Agnes, the granddaddy Cecil's sister, the one that we showed you in the cemetery.
Okay, so
His only sister.
Gosh,
so
Terry
that's
was
Ben
a
D's
good-looking
sister.
somebody.
I thought it was Angela.
Oh, there was an Aunt Agnes. That was Grandma Cecil's bunch. Aunt Agnes.
So she's named after.
Aunt Agnes.
Bessie, Mary-
Bessie's sister-in-law.
Mm-hmm.
Aunt Agnes.
Now, did you name your kids, or did
Leona named the boys and I named the girls.
Okay.
And I had to get the telephone book to get names for all mine.
Well, so
No, let's see, go back.
and a Hazel May, obviously May's after you.
Yeah.
And
And
after-
Hazel, I don't know where it came
Where'd
from.
Hazel come from?
Mama. Was there somebody in the family that was Hazel?
I want it.
Mama.
What?
Was somebody in the family named Hazel?
Mm-mm.
You
Okay.
just like the name?
I don't know how it come up.
And then Florence Elizabeth
Florence?
is Par and Grandma.
Right. And then what about Mary Virginia?
Mary Virginia is Mama. Where'd Virginia come from?
Come
Mary
from the
Virginia.
old mud down there.
Oh, Mary Virginia Mud.
Yeah, Carrie and them's mother. And they were kin to grandma somehow.
Grandma's kin folks.
Yeah.
Bessie or Mariola?
Is that thing recording?
I don't know, Sean.
Oh, turn it. Oh, I might say what to think about it. but I won't.
A Mudd.
Yes.
Well, Mary we know because everyone knew.
Mary
her.
Virginia Mudd. That was her whole name.
So that's what relation to Mom. She thought.
Her
No, I don't.
Grandma Cecil's kin
Grandma
folks.
Cecil.
Miss Bessie's kin folks.
I got them when they were so small that if you want to pull
Oh,
up your
they
pants,
were
your face
cute
goes in the
little
sink.
fellers.
You have to back up and sit on the commode.
And then Mary because everyone needed a Christian
What's the
name,
matter with you?
right? There's nothing. Or was that from Mariola? Or did not?
Just,
It's intentional.
just Mary because it was
We had that up,
Mary-
we kept that
Jesus,
for
Mary,
a long
Joseph,
time,
Mary.
up to the back of our-
And Charles Michael, you're from the Charles of the.
Charles
Oh.
came
Charles?
from the
That's
Charles
a Chrissy
L.
horse.
and Michael,
Ooh.
our daddy's brother, and the Michael came from Richard Michael Kelly.
Which was her,
Her brother.
So uncles. Right? So
Yeah, uncles or
I
grandfather.
like this
I'd,
one.
I'd rather think it was Charles L. Grandpa,
My Lord, my,
great
Okay.
grandpa.
my legs look like two corn stalks.
and
stuck in a
then Mary
pumpkin.
Suzanne. Sean thought it was funny that we had two kids the same name.
Mary,
Mary.
where did
Mary.
Suzanne come from? Aunt Susan?
I don't know.
Just a mis-
Yeah, there
mis-
was three, there
misnomer.
was four Susan.
Misnomer.
Aunt Susan.
Susan.
Susan,
no, so
Ryan,
just,
Susan, Diane,
Aunt Su-
Susie. It was four
Daddy's
of them.
sister Susan.
Okay, but there's a bunch of Susans.
Now that
Yeah.
thing that I can't find, it's got all those things in it.
All the different. Look, Sean, if you look at this one again closely, that's not a mustache he has on. I mean, it's not a real mustache. It's a.
That's corn silks off the end of the corn.
he put it across his.
Yeah, that's right, he went out there in the field and got it.
The picture looks so
Yeah.
serious.
That's what makes it funny. But he looks like he's not goofing off, so that's why I thought it was. And this is actually.
Well, he's got it a little
Grandma and
low.
Granddad.
He's got it a little low. It comes
That's
up
Nina
about
May and
here.
Henry when they're recording.
Oh,
Aw.
And then this one
We
was.
have all these photos scanned.
Yes, that's what we
that's
have.
grandpa.
And where's the?
He was father and mother both to us.
Oh,
After
what's
mother died, I was 9 years, 9 years old.
Your mother died in 26.
Yes.
So you were
May-
you were 9 years old at least because you
Mother died in 1926.
what was
No, that wasn't
May.
it.
So you were
15th
eight
of
and so many months.
15th
Right.
August was when mother died, wasn't it? Or was it
August
May?
because you liked from
It says 20. It says 25 on this stuff. So this isn't wrong.
See,
Well,
there,
26
your
on the
mother will
stone.
never have that much trouble
Right.
keeping
Well,
your
this is
own
no
record.
26.
Just
We can give her
two,
another
baby.
year. We don't want to cheat her out of that.
What is the matter?
We're saying that on the timeline I had, it had her 1925, but we were just.
it was on the stone 26. I'd say they cut it right on the stone.
Yeah, I don't know. They made all sorts of other mistakes.
26th of May?
No, the
You said
year of 26, 1926.
Yeah, that's right. Is that on the stone?
yep.
Well, that's
So
right.
she liked from August or when it was until
I was almost
October
9.
of being 9.
Okay.
There you go. That's almost done. So there you go. That's your.
And so then you had, but he was. I mean, my mom has told some
Boy,
stories about
look
Grandpa
at-
Kel.
look at
Yeah,
them.
he was just a sweetie.
There's an old
Her
farmer
was she a
and a
favorite?
Must
office
have been
man.
because I busted my butt a many a time in the old creek.
There you are. I say there's an old farmer and a businessman.
Both of them are farmers.
No, he ain't. He was in something.
Who, Randall?
Conservation district.
Oh,
Yeah, but he farmed too.
Right.
Well, I don't remember him having too much of a farm.
Well, he had that farm where he had that burn house where it was built on the side of the hill.
Right. Yeah.
Oh,
Out there by
He had a
almost
farm.
at Clifton's and them's place.
Right.
On the left as you going towards from here to there. Oh no, don't hang up.
It's,
You're getting on television for that one. Oh, my. What do you think?
Tell you what, McCrae was the
Johnny's family.
McCrae was the cutest thing. I'll look at Krista.
That's right.
Look at. Could she have any more frills on her?
Let's see.
And for as tomboy as she,
She's not a tomboy.
Krista. Oh, oh, this,
Yeah, Krista's a tomboy, but she wasn't there. She,
Right.
she hadn't been converted.
She's also a feminine tomboy. I mean, she works both sides.
You ought to see her senior thing where
Oh, I
they
saw
did.
it. She sent. Oh, beautiful. I just saw the print out that they sent to mom.
She could have been in a modeling school on that one.
Oh, well, Terry was, you know, one of the models, good looking, junior miss or something.
Oh, who? This is Krista. What are you? He's getting texts.
Cole.
What?
I said if there's any questions he wants us to ask Gigi, and he says, ask her if we say things like far out dog like we say today.
I knew that when I said, looks like McRae, and I turned it over and it was.
And he's going into some sort of ministry, isn't he?
No, what is
He's
it?
gonna become a minister, and
I hope
the
it-
other one is studying to
He's
be.
a little
I don't-
busy, that one.
I don't think that. Oh, this is cute.
They went and took a picture of you, so.
Agnes was
I know
saying
she's
that
cute.
there was another,
Krista.
another one of them was gonna be something else, and he was gonna be a minister.
I still like
One of her
Grandkids.
grandkids. Yeah, she's
Oh,
I don't know if her if it counts as so she we were talking about how everyone was named. And sometimes like Sean, we just like Sean. We just like the name. So sometimes that's just the reason.
Cole, because we know that that's what he was gonna get for Christmas each year.
Cold
Said-
face.
Just to put in there.
That is not true. Let me see.
Here.
Now so since you were saying when we showed you the granddaddy's high school diploma that had all the list of the boys in the back, so you knew you lived in the area, so you knew all the different
Dated most of them.
dated most of them. So you knew of this farmhouse for a long time before you
well,
knew.
yes, I reckon I did. Well, I knew this farmhouse when we moved to St. Mary's from Raywood.
Just because it's one of the
This was one of the first houses in the community that had a telephone,
more. Okay.
and people would come here from all around and
And
use
the lights
telephone.
were Delco. That was their electric lights. Delco.
We still got the old wires running in the attic
Delco lights.
for the original lighting.
So people would come just because they needed to make a phone call.
But now I can't tell you.
And also, we had a stone here called a mad stone,
Okay.
and they used to treat people for supposedly been dog bitten, snake bitten, all that. And that mad stone was supposed to pull the poison out of the wound.
And it was a.
And it was a stone that came from a deer's stomach, or
It's like a.
Indian type thing. It was
Okay.
and
So it doesn't sound like it's. They don't move it, man.
Dr. Ben Cecil or Dr. Michael Paul have got that in their possession now.
Okay.
Because that was Uncle Junior got that whenever Grandma died.
So it's almost like a leech kind of. It's more of a voodoo.
It was
type
it was a stone leech.
Okay.
You soaked it in
Milk.
buttermilk or
No,
or warm
Sweet
milk or sweet
Or
milk,
sweet milk.
and then whenever it
Fell off of the wound
you had to
and
put it
dropped
back
off.
in.
The poison was gone.
And it really worked.
And it really worked. And people lived afterwards. I watched them use it many a time. Right here in this room.
Wasn't there a Collins that got bit? There was 2 or 3 of them got bit by a rabid dog, and one of them did get treated, and the rest of them did, and the one
Well,
that
it
didn't
was-
get treated died, and the ones that got
Oh,
treated
well,
lived.
I don't remember too much about that part of it, but I do remember they did, most of them lived. The one that I watched anyway, lived.
Huh. Now, is there something we.
Joanne had a snake bite, and it stuck to her, and she lived. Joanne
So-
Buckler,
So it would stick in theory because it was trying to.
drawing that poison out.
So they and medically,
Listen to
chemically,
this,
this makes
sounds
sense.
like going to a horror movie.
No, no,
Snake bites.
So does mind ever matter, maybe?
Does
Maybe.
I'm scared.
You done scared him to death, see there?
I don't wanna stone leech on me.
So it's one of the more prominent farmhouses and farms in the community. This.
Well,
yes, at that time.
So that's why you know about it. So you didn't.
It was sitting up here behind big trees and stuff, and
Right. Just had.
everybody knew the big White House outside of St. Mary.
Right. And so when you first came here, you were dating Henry, or you were using the phone, or just visiting, or.
No.
Just went to church.
He'd
passing
load
it.
on the back of the buggy to go to church. He'd know we was coming at a certain time, and he'd ride in the trunk of the buggy. and another old colored lady got to where she wanted to ride, and every time she would jump out of it, we'd lower it the way the buggy'd raise up.
Is that your way to church down? Well, you went to
Didn't
Greenwood
say
Church.
much.
No,
no,
right
I was
after
up
they
here
moved up to
then.
Edmund Burdett's place, they
Okay.
went to St. Charles. Her mom was 14 or 15 years old.
Okay. So you actually just knew the families at that point because you went to church together.
Right.
But you're a lot. You're
2 years younger.
2 years younger. So you were.
Never they married. Mama was 20 and Daddy was 22.
Too. Oh, we had more fun telling that. I said, yeah, you were 22, all right.
He always meant it as 20 also.
Right. We could do that for. No, I was 22 and Scott was 23, so that doesn't work.
Well, he went up a year on you, didn't he?
Leon and I both were 20.
I met Scott in high school too. So people would say, God, how do you only date one guy? Well, I kiss all the frogs, and the first one you kiss turns into a prince.
You said that now.
Yes, I did. That's all, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
That's what your daddy says.
Ooh,
Oh.
she take advantage of me never little old doesn't she?
So when you first, well, my other question is for, so you knew the family, so when you moved in with your mother-in-law and father-in-law, I don't think that would be awkward. But the whole multi-generation, Mom said she just always remembers it being, she loved having grandparents around and kind of,
Only thing about it, we had to be quiet.
Yeah. It
were
wasn't the babies,
constantly-
it was the grandparents.
It was constantly, don't wake up grandma or, that type of thing. Don't make noise, don't disturb this.
See, we went from the kitchen over this way to our bedroom.
okay.
That was our living room where we had the television and things.
Oh, okay, and the porch area there?
What?
Or this little,
Back, just
Yeah,
right
we went
around
to the
this
little
way.
bedroom where
Just like where back bedroom is now.
okay.
I went through that to go to that's the way we went in our room. We didn't want to go this way to wake up grandma and them because their bed was in the living room.
Right, or,
Well, you all remember where things were a little bit.
No,
Melissa.
Mama.
no, I'm 68.
She
I was
was
born till,
She wasn't born at that time.
I never met Bessie. Or Miss Mary Elizabeth, I guess did people call her different things?
Miss Bessie.
Miss Bessie.
Well, I kept
She was better known
We
than that
kept
than any
her,
other
she
name.
was a little bitty thing in that little road bed sitting right in there where that china cabinet
But
is.
Miss Bessie wasn't alive then. Or if she
No,
was,
she wasn't.
if she was, she was
No,
very, you were very small.
well, I don't know.
No.
What year were you born?
1968?
Miss Bessie died in 1962.
Okay.
So you weren't here.
I don't think so.
So,
But anyway,
but there's so like when you had different family holidays and Christmas, like you just would meet,
Everybody got together, one big happy family.
right? And just would hang out in the different rooms or outside, the weather?
Work, depending on the weather. And if grandma got tired or anything, see, granddad died in 55.
Okay.
And if grandma got tired, she'd just go to her room, shut the door, and
That'd be it.
that was it. You left her alone, and she left us alone, or whatever.
But she stayed in that was her space until the very end.
Hmm.
And
And she was in the bed that Mom's got now.
okay. When she died here or at a hospital?
No, she actually died in the hospital. But she wouldn't leave here to go to the hospital until Daddy came from the tobacco barn, which we were rebuilding,
that's right.
to come go with him, with her to
Would
the
not
hospital.
go.
Because she
She just wouldn't go until he got here. She made him wait for him to get off the barn up here and go with her.
Was she in? That was. Were any of her kids around, or she just?
Nobody else, Par may have been here, but I don't know if anybody else.
Part took her so fast she couldn't keep up, so she didn't like always want her to help her. That was the truth.
This little lot between here and across here, right where your car's sitting,
Yeah.
catty-cornered across that to the house.
Okay.
There was a path worn across through there by everybody going back and forth to Par's.
Par's house.
Either the children, grandma and granddaddy, you know, our mom and dad, Par. There was a path catty-cornered across that lot.
And it was there for years and years.
Yeah, and if you were tried, you could probably still find some remnants of it, of a depression there.
What?
Just like they've covered over my rocks around the house, 'cause I quit digging.
And I did
Cutting around
too.
them. I used a hatchet to cut
I
that
used a
stuff
weed eater.
around.
And I used a weed eater.
Well, you weren't.
Beat them out of the ground many a time.
You're not talking about the bricks, the bricks. You're talking about
16 by 8 bricks. That are that thick.
a pathway that you go.
Yeah.
But you have to work. You have to really work too hard to get them to.
You'd have to put sand under them and everything else again.
Well, how do you know? You didn't have to set them.
I did too. I brought you the stones. They came from Celanese.
Oh,
They were all painted.
well,
different colors.
I don't ever have been painted.
Yes, they were. They were blue and white, and some of them were natural. They came from Celanese. They were our test blocks.
Our test one.
And after we got through testing them,
You set them someplace else then.
huh?
You put them someplace else.
No, Mama.
Because we
They're-
come down there in the field and found them, and in the old house place and found the rocks.
For the,
Okay,
the pound.
you're right. I'm wrong.
Well, I'm right and you're wrong. You're right and I'm wrong.
I
So
can dig them.
they-
I can dig one of them up out there, and I can show you where they came from because there's writing on the backs of them.
I don't remember that all night. And I was the one that fell with them and kept them clean all the time.
Now there was old rocks. Roy's end one up here was round. He made with the barrels.
And there at the
barrel
corner,
hoops.
yes ma'am.
And from there,
I guess you don't know where them round ones come from. They come from Roy too. Sitting on this step out here.
Yeah, the old Eds or Roy.
Yes.
So
And you know how they got them up here? I guess you know that.
manure loader.
That's right too, but you weren't with them.
I wasn't with them.
That was Roy and them. Oh,
You're
Yeah,
getting,
well,
you're
pathway.
getting awful sassy today.
well, I'll tell you, I just remember a few things.
That's good. Yeah. Put them all together.
But I'll dig one of them up out there, and I
No,
may
don't
do
you dare.
it today
Don't you
just to
dare.
show you that those
You'll make
stones
a
came
mess.
from Louisville. You had rocks out here, but these are the
Oh.
stones. They're
Rocks.
8 inches wide, and they're 16 inches long, and they're that thick, and that's what the path's made of, from the driveway out here to this
I
to
think
the
they-
round stones.
Yeah, that old round. Yeah, Roy gave me the round stone to go put by. Stop it and start to the back door.
You recognize this one?
That is one of the girls too.
You see?
Your mother?
Yeah.
Bitsy.
That one.
It's her. She still got that stone.
It looks like I can see.
And I wouldn't be a bit surprised, Mike, do you know this? Who made that dress? I did.
Oh. Do you make mini clothes or just?
I made all their girls' dresses until they outgrew them and wouldn't wear them.
That's a
Is
cute
he
one.
going to get a rock?
He probably's gonna go dig it up, isn't he? He's gonna prove that he's the right one. How old do you think she is here?
Huh? Wait a minute. What?
How old do you think she is there?
Well, why ain't it on there?
I know the dates aren't on a bunch of things.
Bitsy. Well, that was something special to have one of her like that by herself.
That's probably a school picture.
That's right. So, well, I bet you could look on that picture in there and see this.
Oh, to see what it
Go in
says.
there and see.
Which one's that?
The one you was looking at last night.
Well, that's not for.
The old one you was looking at last night. Over there behind that cabinet.
This one.
Have we got some of Bitch's pictures in there?
No, those are just of us, not of her. So,
What?
You went to the grandkids up there?
Yeah.
No, this is that's of her kids, not of her. So she's probably only 10 there. You think? 10 or 11?
You got me beat.
She's cute.
I hope he finds a stone.
He's over there digging stones. You see him? So you gotta. Do you remember any stories about Mom? I gotta get one story.
They were little ones in there, you say?
Yeah, I don't see them. So we can look in a minute.
Well.
Do you remember any
That's what I tell you kids, you better
put dates
you
on?
better mark things
I know, we're not
because
gonna-
you will forget. And you will too.
I will make sure.
Do you have any good stories that you remember about? Oh, he needs good dirt for his grandma. You figure she?
No, I can't remember that. What? You just forget you had too much to do and everything you've been doing. All that thinking and writing and keeping up with everything. You just, why did you have 6 children, 7 children in the, you won't, but maybe you will somewhere. Yeah. No, those big families are about shot, ain't they?
I don't know. 9
I
has
think
6.
mine is the only one I know of that's got any that's close to the family anywhere.
Yeah. Well, there's
That young, I mean, bids that young.
right. It's
She always told me, she'd come out here and everybody was having such a good time. She'd say, now that's what I want a big family, just like you. So I said, you've missed it one.
I don't know. A little Ava is gives her a run for the money. So. And what's the verdict?
They're the stones from Solomon's with,
Oh,
with
see, you
the
just
toppings on them.
Where was it?
He just went and popped it over.
I
and
just
looked
looked them up. I just dug 2 out.
You did? Well, all right, Mike, I'm sorry. But now that's when you told me that they all got in the ground.
Maybe you replaced
Now
the
you
one she
feel a lot
already
better,
did.
don't you, that I lied and you didn't.
You didn't lie. I just know that I put the stones around the house and I brought them from Louisville. That's all I'm saying. I know that to be a fact. Because there was rocks around there that weren't stones. These are patio stones.
I don't remember even having anything around there.
You had a few rocks.
Well, just a few, I reckon.
Well, we replaced all of those because you wanted them to look the same. And they're all 2 by, they're about that thick, and they're 8 inches wide and 16 inches
Where the
long.
heck did you have?
I got them from Sullivan's.
That must have been in the
They
70s.
were my old test blocks.
But you must have done it in the 70s, right? Because
Yeah,
I always remember them there. I always remember they're white and blue and different colors.
They were-
Well, pull your glasses up over your eyes. Now,
But that's,
you're looking at me wrong.
but I know for a fact that I planted them, I put the sand under them, put them down, and we leveled them. And they were above ground whenever we put them out there. And you used to hack around them with the stone and keep them out, but later on I went around with the weed eater and I've taken, cut out the grass up back around after you quit using your hatchet on them. And then
The old
whenever we
hatchet.
quit using the back door, we let them go. We didn't worry about digging them out anymore because we weren't walking around the house.
So I was trying to get
When we started using the front door almost exclusively, we quit eating out the stones because it wasn't worth it.
labor intensive. I was trying to get a good story about Mom. She says she can't remember any.
Well, the only one about her. No, it was her mine, so.
Who cut my hair? Bitsy?
I don't know. Fanny wasn't.
Fanny bit me. And
He was like
Teeny or Bitsy one cut my hair and then put powder on me.
When you were little, help you out.
I don't know. I quit.
Well, I just think.
What is it they say? No comments anymore. Oh, God.
Well, we have. This is the type of dog I have.
I don't know whose dog that is. Don't ask me.
It's the breed that I have. It's just
Oh,
a
well,
picture.
well,
It's not.
I don't know
It's
it.
nobody's
That's
dog.
pretty.
It's probably somebody's.
Well, somebody's dog.
It don't shed very bad, does it?
No, he's a sweetie.
Mm-hmm.
He likes to come sit on my lap.
So on television, they let these things kiss them right in the mouth. Well, they do. Don't be making a funny face.
No, like Baxter's giving me a kiss or two. You're not if your mom's not a big animal person either. She doesn't like them all kissing her and such. So that's her.
We had outdoor pets and
Nice.
they were dirty and they ate everything and you
They
didn't
roll
want it
in
in your
bad
face.
things and good mercy.
So that's what we associate with dog
Yeah.
kisses and things. It's something that may have been eaten cow manure.
Even if they're inside, they can lick and do things, and so you just gotta not worry about it. A little dirt makes you resistant, right?
Mm. Yeah, somewhat.
Okay. So well, we have we will take a. What time is it now?
2:30.
Okay. Sounds strong.